Tonight, we will have updates on an Iowa State student who is being charged with first-degree assault.
Also, we'll learn about the budget cuts coming to Iowa State.
And I'll have stories on the $1 million grant being given away by Iowa State Athletics Department, plus more. You're watching Newswatch.
Welcome to Newswatch. I'm Josh Lamberty.
And I'm Isa Cournoyer.
An update tonight on the current fiscal year budget cuts to Iowa State University. President Wendy Winterstein informed the ISU community this morning via email, stating that $10.9 million will be cut from the Board of Regents for the current fiscal year. The bill stipulates that only Iowa State and the University of Iowa will bear the reduction. Winterstein said that the budget cut puts the university in a difficult situation, but reminded the community that ISU is strong and resilient. The proposed tuition increase is set to be discussed by the Board of Regents on April 11th and 12th.
An Iowa State student was charged Monday with first-degree assault after threatening a fellow student. Billy Pice-Newt-Noy, a senior in mechanical engineering, made several violent comments over Facebook Messenger. According to police, Noy mentioned several school shootings, such as Sandy Hook, during his questioning. He also said he wanted to beat up a female student from the engineering club whom he had conflict with. A preliminary hearing for Noy is scheduled to happen on March 30th.
A legal battle between Iowa State University and a pro-marijuana student group has been settled. The outcome will cost taxpayers nearly $1 million in damages and fees. It all stemmed from a 2012 university attempt to block a student group from wearing a t-shirt that featured the school mascot and a marijuana leaf. The $940,000 in court fees does not include the work by the Iowa Attorney General's office, who represented ISU administrators. Judges found that the university did violate the students' constitutional First Amendment right to free speech.
Do you want to see new movies but don't want to pay theater prices? Cyclone Cinema may be the answer for you. Kayla Brady has more.
Here at Iowa State University, each semester the Student Union Board presents the Cyclone Cinema. The Cyclone Cinemas Committee are responsible for showing movies in all different movie genres, ranging from horror and drama to action and comedy. Cyclone Cinemas host free weekly showings of newer movies that can also be found showing at real movie theaters. ISU students and the public are able to walk right into Carver Hall Lecture Room 101 and enjoy the showing of the week. The movies are offered Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights at both 7 and 10 p.m. The Cyclone Cinemas want everyone who attends to have the most real movie theater experience they can get at the cheapest price they can find. Admission is free and the delicious concessions have unbeatable prices. Anyone attending can grab a drink for only $1 and candy or popcorn for only $2. As each student walks through the door, they are offered a punch card. Each movie they attend, they receive a punch. When a punch card is full of 3 punches, the student can turn in the card to be entered into a drawing for a $100 Best Buy gift card at the end of the semester.
Go ahead and fill out your name and email in the back of this. You can hand it back in and you can be entered into a $100 gift card drawing.
Showings still available this semester are movies such as Jumanji, Father Figures, Coco, Star Wars: The Last Jedi, and Molly's Game. Reporting for ISU TV, I'm Kayla Brady.
And we'll have more stories after the break. Stay with us. You're watching Newswatch.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham-bam minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
Welcome back to Newswatch. For frequent flyers, this new technique might be something to look forward to. According to NPR News, Orlando International Airport began using facial scanners earlier this month to board passengers more efficiently. Travelers selected stand on designated footprints while a camera snaps a photo. The photo is then matched to their passport, all taking only 3 to 5 seconds. However, the system isn't ready for national release. Officials from the CAPA Center for Aviation say the current scanners wrongly reject about 4% of passengers.
A Utah family is suing the Boy Scouts of America for allegedly blocking their son from becoming an Eagle Scout. 15-year-old Logan Blythe was planning his Eagle project when he learned that the BSA voided every merit badge he had earned. Logan has Down syndrome, a condition that the BSA says makes him, quote, unable to adequately complete the tasks required to earn the badges, end quote. The court dates for the case have not yet been announced.
75 years ago, the USS Juno sank after a Japanese torpedo hit the ship. Aboard were 5 brothers from Waterloo who insisted on enlisting together. The ship's final location was unknown, as was the brothers' final resting place. That is, until a few days ago when Thomas Sullivan received a knock at his door. A search team funded by Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen recently located the ship 2.6 miles below the Pacific Ocean. The ship fought through the night back in 1943 until it sank near the Solomon Islands.
In the wake of the recent mass shootings, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, is only allowing clear backpacks on campus. This change will take effect next week after students return from spring break. Students and staff will also be required to wear IDs at all times. The district is weighing other security options, such as installing metal detectors at all entrances and limiting visitors to a single entrance. These options, however, would not take effect until the next academic year.
The lone bachelor is no more. Sudan, the last surviving male northern white rhino, died March 19th after suffering from poor health. According to officials at Old Pajeta Conservancy, the 45-year-old rhino leaves behind only 2 females left in the species, his daughter and granddaughter. The species suffered significantly after the poaching crisis of the 1970s and 80s in Central Africa. According to the World Wildlife Fund, the northern white rhino officially became extinct in the wild in 2008. Preserving the species now lies in the hope of developing in vitro fertilization techniques.
The Dow Jones Industrial Average went tumbling down over 700 points after President Trump signed an order that imposes stiff tariffs on Chinese imports. Trump says that these tariffs will punish Beijing for the theft of American technology. Chinese officials have warned that the country is prepared to defend itself, which could result in a trade war between the world's 2 biggest economies.
After weeks of terrorizing Texas, the Austin bomber is dead. 23-year-old Mark Anthony Condit was tracked down using surveillance video and cell phone signals. According to police, they tracked him to a hotel on Wednesday morning. After a vehicle pursuit, Condit drove his vehicle into a ditch and detonated a bomb in his car. Investigators warned that there may still be bombs that have yet to be found. We'll be right back after the break with weather.
You can't text and pay attention to the world around you, and you definitely can't text and drive. Every year, deaths due to distracted and negligent driving are increasing. In fact, while drunk driving rates have dropped greatly, negligent driving fatalities have skyrocketed. Find out more at negligentdriving.com.
Welcome back to Newswatch. I'm Hollie Schlesselman with your weather report. Right now it's about 43 degrees right now in Ames with winds coming from about southeast eastern part of Iowa at 6 miles per hour. Feels like 39 degrees with a dew point of 31. Let's take a look at the almanac. Today 46 degrees was the high with a low 28. On average, it's supposed to be a little bit warmer, about 52 degrees or 32 degrees for the low. And then record, boy, do I wish it was 1938 right now with 86 degrees outside. But thank God we're not living in 1951 because 2 degrees No, don't want to do that today. Anyways, let's take a look at the headlines. Heavy rain ahead for this weekend. Not looking too pretty there, with a mix on Saturday and storms leading into next week. Right now, current temperatures, Council Bluffs really seeing the highlight of spring with 52 degrees, while in Ames, like I said before, 43 degrees. Des Moines has about 45, and then over in Dubuque and Davenport, low 40s, 40 and 44 degrees. Let's see for the satellite today. It was pretty cloudy most of the day, little hints ins and out of sunshine. Didn't really get a chance to get my tan on, but hey, it works. Anyways, for the forecast tonight, partly cloudy with winds coming from the east at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, and it will be about 33 degrees or so. Let's take a look ahead. Tomorrow at about 8 a.m., definitely take a jacket with you to class, guys. It's going to be 35 degrees, but it will get a little bit warmer going into the noon hour. Hopefully get into that forecasted high of 44 degrees. Normally around this time of year, it's supposed to be about 51. Sadly, we won't be there, but close enough. Am I right? Let's take a look at the forecast for tomorrow. Like I said, 45 degrees in the afternoon with about a little bit of rain out there. Winds are going to be really strong, so if you're bringing your umbrella, hold tight. You don't want to be Mary Poppins in this situation. Winds come from the east at about 15 to 25 miles per hour. Let's take a look at the extended forecast. It will be windy, windy, windy this weekend. Friday will be about 45 degrees and chance of rain, 90%. Then Saturday, chance of rain will also be 90% with a high of 36. Sunday, warming up a little bit with partly cloudy. But then Monday, boy, do I hate Mondays. It's going to be storming all day with about 60% chance. Will be a little warmer though, so it's a little bit better. And then Tuesday, 48, Wednesday, 53, and then Thursday, 51, getting warmer and warmer and closer to springtime, even though it's already spring. But hey, it doesn't feel like it yet. Anyways, we will be right back with sports from Hannah. Don't go away. You're watching Newswatch.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Welcome back to Newswatch. The Iowa State softball team will travel to Oklahoma this weekend to begin Big 12 play. The Cyclones are set to play the Oklahoma State Cowboys in a 3-game series. The number 24 ranked Cowboys are 21-6 this season and are on a 12-game win streak. So far this season, the Cowboys are undefeated at home. Iowa State is 17-16 so far. The Iowa State women's soccer team was set to hold a spring scrimmage against South Dakota State this Saturday. Due to inclement weather, the game has been moved to the Bergstorm Indoor Training Facility. The match will take place at 3 p.m. and is free to the public. The Iowa State Athletic Department is planning to give a $1 million donation for degree completion grants. Iowa State Athletic Director Jamie Pollard announced to the student government Wednesday evening that the Athletics Department will be donating $1 million to the Financial Aid Office to go towards the grants. There's just 1 week left until the start of Major League Baseball. The Iowa State Club baseball team is also looking forward to the start of their season this Saturday at Captain Field against Moorhead. This Cyclone Club team is coming off a strong start after going 4-2 in their spring training trip to Florida. Hopefully the weather stays good for those games. March Madness is back tonight with the start of the Sweet 16. Games will take place tonight and tomorrow night to determine who will play in the Elite Eight and move on and go and play on Saturday and Sunday. Stay tuned for more Newswatch right after the break.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Welcome back. You're watching Newswatch. The Iowa State community will gather to celebrate the First Amendment on April 12th. The Greenlee event will be held on Central Campus and will include free food and free speech demonstrations. The event is called the Feast on the First and will run from 11 to 1 p.m. That is all we have for Newswatch.
Thanks for watching tonight. Stay tuned for Ames Tonight.
Have a great night, Ames.